Soul Harvester. Made by Techie, Soul Harvester is a new animatronic sold at Haunted Hill Farm for the 2025 Halloween season. I want to thank the team over at Haunted Hill Farm for sending me the Soul Harvester to review. If you are considering buying anything from them, please check out the link down below or simply check their website to see what other sites they sell from. Anyways, let's get into the unboxing on the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Soul Harvester Animatronic. Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Halloween Haunter here, and welcome back to another Halloween video. In this Halloween video, we have right here is the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Soul Harvester Animatronic. Now, currently, I have had now 2 Haunted Hill Farm items in my collection. I have had the Lurching Woman, which you guys have already seen, the Ice Cream Clown, which you will see soon, and now the Soul Harvester has arrived in my hands, and I'm very excited to finally have this one. I think depending on how this one goes, it might be my favorite from Haunted Hill Farm. I don't know, it's kind of competing with the Ice Cream Clown. We'll kind of see, but just like the other Haunted Hill Farm boxes, this one's a plain generic box. However, on the side, it does say at least Haunted Hill Farm. But anyways, let's get into this box. It's actually not that big. I mean, it definitely is pretty wide, but it's like, I don't know. I was expecting a lot bigger considering how big the prop feels. Maybe it's just because it's very wide. I'm going to see if I can actually pull this one out right, because for the Ice Cream Clown, I kind of poured him really poorly. If I can get this out, yeah, I'm gonna have to pour it out a little bit. Hopefully not everything dumps out like the Ice Cream Clown. Ice Cream Clown didn't really have anything tied to the box. Okay, definitely a lot better there. Oops, there that goes. Let's see what we got in here. We have some foam padding. Okay, we have the hand right here with the book. I actually kind of want to see this up close. I forget she has it. It's one of the coolest parts for sure is the book. Super cool. And here we have the instructions, the little catalog booklet, and then the fog hose kit. I almost forgot about this little piece at the top. I'm usually pretty good at remembering this. But there is the adapter, and then there is a ton of twist ties to undo in the back, which I will do right now. Okay, so undoing all of that, we can start pulling out the rest of the pieces, with our next piece being the little boy. Is actually a pretty cool mold. Right here, getting rid of that twist tie. We have some poles, quite a bit of those. This little hip ring, I guess this is the boy's pants. And then we have the control box with the pole on it. In here, it got caught to this little ring. We have the other hand without the book. And the boy's 2 shoes. Right here we have, is this a booty piece? I'm guessing the booty, but I keep avoiding this. Let's just get it out finally. She's like suffocating. Wow. There is the witch herself. She looks really cool. I love like the blindfold on the face. Super creepy. Really cool witch design. Here we have more twist ties connected to each other. We have this piece, I'm guessing to make the body go down for the witch. We have her mechanism right here. Again, I think that's the piece to actually make her look like she goes down. Okay, looks like here we have a little waist piece, probably for the boy. One side of the base, couple poles with some foam, and then the last piece being the other half of the base. So there is quite a bit of parts for the Soul Harvester. Let's go ahead and begin that setup. To start off our setup, we'll take both halves of the base and snap lock them together. In the back, we will snap lock some leg poles. C connects to C and D to D. We'll take the next set of poles, this normal one, F to F. Then the speaker with the pole is E to E. We'll connect the mechanism torso piece now to those leg poles. I'll connect the wire to the control box. While we're at it, I'll connect the adapter to the control box. I'll connect this torso cross piece that will connect eye to the mechanism. Then this little small pole off of the side of that, labeled J, will connect to the pole on this mech. Both will snap lock J to J. Next, we'll take these leg pieces with the foam pads and actually latch them on to the sides of the leg poles. I'll connect the booty now. Now for this very next fun part, I'm gonna take the torso or body piece of the witch and then snap lock the body onto the pole, connecting both of those wires now to the control box. I'll take her arm, roll up the arm sleeve, and snap lock it in. I will do the same for the other arm now. I will take her hand that doesn't hold anything and snap lock it onto the arm. I'll pull up the arm sleeve and put the Velcro strip on. I'll take her arm with the book, snap lock that onto the arm also. However, this time we will take the wire, run it up her arm sleeve, and connect that to the control box, attach the Velcro strip on. So we are all done with the witch and her setup, but now we have the boy. So we'll take the boy's shoes and put them over the little poles in front of the base and align the slots. We'll snap lock the legs on. We'll take his itty bitty little pants, put them over the leg poles. We'll take his itty bitty waist piece and snap lock that onto the legs. We'll pull the pants up and attach the hip loop. The very next step will be to take the boy's body and snap lock that to the waist. I will run the wire down his leg. Same with the fog hose. I will attach the Velcro strips on the shoes, connect it to the control box. Now to use Soul Harvester with the fog machine, we'll take the little fog adapter cord. We'll connect that to the control box. We'll take the fog hose from the boy and then the fog nozzle and connect that. Now, Haunted Hill Farm is selling a new fog machine this year along with some fog juice. Unfortunately, that has not arrived for me yet, so I'm just going to use one of my current fog machines. But essentially, we'll take the fog nozzle and clip that over the fog machine that you're using. Then depending on which fog machine you use, you can already plug it in with this circular plug, or you can take that out just to have the standard plug, which that's what mine is going to be like, just the standard plug. So I'll plug that onto the side of the fog machine. Then of course, fill your fog machine with fog fluid, plug it in, plug in the prop, and then hit the relay switch on the actual control box just so the fog machine will work with it. And once you're done with that, you're pretty much all good to go. And that is how you set up the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Soul Harvester. Let's go ahead now and roll that demo, and then we'll discuss my thoughts on the animatronic.
There is but one payment for this soul. Everyone deserves a chance to fly, and everybody deserves a chance to give me your life and slip into dark dreams. this enchanted soul. So it is said, so it must be. One last gasp from your frail little face. One more soul in my wicked embrace.
So there you saw was the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Soul Harvester in action. Now, how do I feel about this animatronic? Well, I gotta say, I'm really happy with this one. I think definitely out of all the Haunted Hill Farm props this year, this one's definitely my favorite of the bunch. I just think she has done super well. First of all, she is another iteration of the Harvester of Souls, or the Soul Sucker, which is basically just this demon that sucked the little girl's soul out. This time it's kind of reverse roles. Instead of a male demon, it's a witch, and it's also now a boy instead of a girl. Usually when the props torture little kids, it's always done with the girls. It's nice to kind of get it with the boy here. And both these props look really good. What I like about this prop is that it still is like that Harvester of Souls, but done differently to still be unique on its own. The witch comes forward, reaches her hand out, and then the boy blows fog, and then she has a fan inside of her mouth that spins, that blows the fog into there. And I think that's super awesome with this prop. Both of the designs look great. The little boy, you can tell, looks possessed, and his soul looks sucked out. He looks really good mold as well. He's pretty simple for the most part. His arms kind of just dangle to the sides, but considering it's actually like a full-size little boy and not just like this little tiny girl that the Harvester of Souls had, I'm really happy with it. And the witch actually holds a book in her hand, and the book actually does light up, especially when it bends over. It has both the green and red shine on the book, which looks fantastic, and the witch looks awesome. I do think her vest is kind of weird. It's not really put on the best. I might have to readjust it quite a bit to make it look great, but I do really love the hand molds. They're awesome. Her face looks super good. She's really pale. She's got a blindfold on. I think generally this prop is just really well done. I'm really happy with it. I definitely think she is the best prop from Haunted Hill Farm this year. However, I do have a couple complaints. Number one, I like that she has 5 phrases, don't get me wrong. I like how even one of them is like kind of a nod to Wicked, which is kind of fun if you're familiar with The Wizard of Oz, so that's kind of cool. But my thing with this prop is mostly the voice. I think the witch voice does sound kind of cringy. It's kind of annoying to hear sometimes. And then the audio is super compressed too. It's been a weird issue with a lot of companies this year with compressed audio tracks. This prop unfortunately has that. I also do think she is a bit much for a price tag. She retails for $350, which isn't like the worst price tag ever, but she's more like a $280 prop, especially when you still have to buy a fog machine, which I recommend. If you are going to buy a fog machine, buy one from Haunted Hill Farm. They actually were generous to send me one themselves, which I really do appreciate. Once again, thank you Haunted Hill Farm for sending me not only the fog machine, but also the Soul Harvester right here. I'm really happy to have both these items, so I really do appreciate it. And once again, if you do want either of these items or anything else, make sure you check out their Amazon page down below, or their website where they have multiple websites they sell from. I recommend buying a fog machine from them because I think this one probably would work best for her. I did use one that was slightly more expensive, so it did actually blow maybe too much fog. A lot of the fog went off to the side in my demo. So I recommend buying a fog machine directly from Haunted Hill Farm. That way you know this one will work best for this. So yeah, aside from price tag, compressed audio, and the voice, she's great and fantastic. I'm really happy with this prop. I think it's really awesome to see another prop like Harvester Souls, but done differently and unique, and especially with the witch, which normally witch props are pretty generic or not cool. This one definitely is that, and I'm very happy to have it, and I 100% recommend it if you are considering buying this prop. Definitely an awesome animatronic. With that being said, that will conclude this video on the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Soul Harvester. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.